Good morning. Welcome to another edition of Nitya Nirantara. The topic is Rise of India. The rise of India in this century, after COVID, the recognition which it got, the Operation Sindhur, which gave the Indians the self belief that we are on par with the Western power in terms of strength and intelligence, has put India in altogether a different league. The only thing what we were lacking is the willingness to believe in ourselves. If you look back for centuries, India was attacked, fragmented, colonized, underestimated. The wealth, the aircraft were looted, the native culture was disrespected and looked down with. Now, the rise of India is not just the economic or the political rise, but the civilizational rise, an ancient force. India is only the living civilization where we can find continuity since ages. The secret of India and its identity lies in its culture, which withstood the time, the onslaught of fanatic barbaric attackers. You name anything. India has a long history that backs to thousands and thousands of years, which gave us many epics. We have the Ramayana, Mahabharata, Upanishads, Vedas, great kings, rivers which are mentioned in that epic are still flowing. The ancient cities mentioned there are still flourishing. And these are the centers of our belief. There is a continuity of our culture, language, and it is in practice. The old rituals are still in practice. But on the contrary, the West, they cannot go back more than 2,500 years in terms of their history. Their culture or the ancient culture of this is no more practiced. Even today, the Westerns are coming to India in seeking the truth to know about the past glory of India and its identity. This is all about remembering our heritage, culture, the history, the king, the rituals, in spite of a brutal invasion trying to finish us off. What is great about it is India and its people did not lose their identity because of the terror, famine, looters divided or fragmented for political purposes. West for last 200, 300 years, in spite of our wealth and knowledge, looked down on us with great disrespect. They destroyed our education system. The British colonized India and destroyed our Gurukula system and denied us of the modern education. And we were forced to be ignorant about what is happening in the world, and because of the poverty, well, it led to a lot of complications and India was looked down with all those reasons. What is great about is, in spite of all these things, the culture got decimated from generation to generations without any break. It was it was flowing quietly without any fragmentation in between. This is because of the joint family system. The rituals, the cultures were passed on safely by our grandparents without any flaw. The structure remained the same, but there may be difference in it as to how it is adopted, practiced, across the length and breadth of the country. The culture, the festivals, the marriage functions, or the rituals are still practiced with the same vigor and respect. Well, there could be some changes because of the civilizational changes that has happened. These things give us the identity to the people of India, unlike the West, which is identified politically and by their rulers. Often, when West was colonized, they followed the culture of the invader, forgetting their nativity. We don't find any Roman or Mesopotamian, Aztec or Persian cultures in their original form anymore. India being attacked by Hunas, Persians, Mughals, British, even the Romans, but they could not erase our culture. But India adjusted and assimilated the good qualities of those culture and adopted to that. It means to say that the structure of our belief remains the same with small distortion in practices. Thanks to the Vedas, Upanishads, the epics of like Ramayana, Mahabharata, local folklore, which are our true carriers of our culture. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. That's all for the day. Good day.